This is Rap the News. When you guys get a chance, I want y'all to go check out this video. Gospel in the Holy Land, African Hebrew Israelites of Jerusalem return to the Holy Land. That's the title, right? It's by AV Truth Center Hasbara down here. Okay. I want you to see how well these black people are getting along. I want you to see how unified they is in their singing, how well coerced they are. They make their own clothing. They sell their own products. They grow their own food in the desert. Some stupid jackass said you can't grow food in the desert. Yes, you can, because we do it all the time. You know, and they birth their own children. They got medical doctors. They have lawyers born in the community, right? And they sell stuff to each other and buy and trade, right? They came from Chicago a long time ago, probably what is it, the 60s or something like that. They moved all the way out to Libya first, and then they went to Dimona, right? They had a problem with the synagogue of Satan out there, where they was trying to drive them off of the land with the police and all that, but they managed to stay, and now they're thriving, right? And I want you, if you have time, just to watch the video from the beginning to the end. One of the videos I just did came from that video. Came from this video right here, with the lady singing, you know, about home. Okay. Then we have Deuteronomy. Because these people right here, they not us. Because God already told us in Deuteronomy we was never going to see that land no more. Right? How they seeing the land? They not us. How they getting along? They not us. Israel, believe this or not, we were supposed to be suffering and underfoot of the Gentile to the time of the Gentile. Right? The Gentiles we can see and the Gentiles we can't see. So that the man, and this is Deuteronomy 54, Deuteronomy 28:54, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother. Again, that's the real Israel. Again, so that the man who is tender among you, his eye shall be evil towards his brother. And vice versa, so that the man who is tender among you, his eye shall be evil towards his brother. This is what's going down. And I want Israel to wake the hell up. And towards the wife of his bosom. So if you watch this video, he's talking about Deshaun's wife, and how Deshaun's wife left with the kid and all this kind of stuff. I didn't even know Deshaun had got married. Never knew that. But he put that out there. You know, a lot of things are being put out there that shouldn't be put out there. So, it says, so that his eyes, and towards the wife of his bosom and towards the remnant of his children, which ye shall leave. And then what did the Gentiles say? Oh, the black father is not in the house. The black father is not in the house because God didn't want him in the house. It wasn't because of the black woman. It wasn't because of the white man. It wasn't because of the county. It wasn't because United Snakes makes it hard. God made it hard for you to stay. He set all of this up. Watch this. God has something to do, and you would think not, with Deshaun going against Judah and Judah going against Deshaun when they was calling each other father and son a minute ago, and both men seemed delicate, right? Again, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother, towards his wife, and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. Typical, right? And so it can't be helped, Israel. Then how we back over there in the land? That ain't us. This right here is us. This right here is us. This is us, you know. So that he will not give to any of them of his flesh of his children. So we forced to pay child support, right? Whom he shall eat, because he has nothing left him in the siege and in the straitness wherewith thy enemy shall distress thee and all thy gates. So I said it's an implosion on the outside, and it's an implosion on the inside. The Gentiles on the inside is making it hard for us, and the Gentiles on the outside is even making it harder. And they hope y'all go to the police. Y'all should not be going to the police. We ain't supposed to go to the enemy for resolve. Again, y'all not supposed to be going to the police. We don't go to the enemy for resolve. And if you need the scriptures for that, I'll find them for you. We'll do another video. And then the tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set a sole of her foot upon the ground, for the delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil towards her husband, of her bosom, and towards her son, and towards her daughter, right? And so this is Israel right here. This is not Israel. This is Israel right here. This is not Israel. This is Jake. This is Israel. This is Jake. But God is going to join Jake with Israel, and Israel with Jake. And then I'm just going to say this. We can't separate. We in this hellhole called America and the European nations together. We all going out together. If Deshaun don't get along with Brother Yuda Yasharel, look, I'm going to say this. This is my heart. And I keep saying my heart. Denise Dixon, I didn't have no problem with you. Thaddeus, I don't have no problem with you. Inside of my heart, I think y'all already hit, not so much Denise Dixon, but Thaddeus and Brother Yasharel right here. I believed inside my heart, even if I was giving donations and being nice, they still was kind of suspicious and all of that of me. I felt that in my spirit. Like they just internally, no matter what I say and do, have a problem with me. Because people who don't have a problem with you, they would talk to you. When these people, like me and Thaddeus, never really had no conversation. And he don't care to have a conversation. I never see Thaddeus on my channel. He's secretly saying, I have a problem with you. And the same as Brother Yuda Yasharel. Even though Yuda Yasharel said some good things, I'm saying this. I felt something that didn't feel right with that. And we see what it is now. And Brother Deshaun, I just hope, and this is what I say, this is a marriage. This is a divorce. This is fake. This ain't us. We are going through the curses, brothers. And this is supposed to happen. And inside this bullshit right here, God wants us to forgive each other, overlook each other, pardon each other, and let it go. I say it again. God wants us to forgive our brothers and let it go. If you need the scriptures for that, I'll give it to you. Who else to forgive but Brother Yuda? And I'm talking to everybody out there. I can go back and forth with Brother Yuda on tithes. Everybody know I'm right. Tithing is everything that the earth produces. It could be steel. It could be a telephone pole. It can be a piece of chocolate. The earth produces all of this stuff. It's everything that is on earth. It's a common sense thing. But when you're trying to be way the smartest person, and I ain't even trying to be way the smartest person, I'm talking about him. When you're trying to be way the smartest person and you're so arrogant you don't want to even let go of the smallest little thing. You're so chaotic. You fight with everything. That's on you, man. But just like I said, you have your version, of what you believe, and then you ignore what the dollar is made out of. Just like olive oil, is made out of the olive, and the olive comes from the seed. And that's what God is talking about. Everything that the seed produces, that seed produces an olive, and they made olive oil, and God said the olive oil was acceptable. The seed made what? A wine, and that wine came from grape, and that grape came from a seed, so that seed produces grapes, and then you make wine out of it. And he said wine was acceptable for the tithing. You mean to tell me that the seed from the ground that come from cotton, that the cotton came from, and that linen came from, that makes the dollar, now the dollar is not acceptable? You silly. You silly. And that's why you look silly in the videos. And then, you're talking all tough and everything like that. You're not even tough and you talking all tough. You got a weak heart. Why talk tough? You're going to hurt yourself. Anyway, just like I said, couldn't lick the tick off a dog's ass, but you're tough. We are brothers, Deshaun. Brother Yuda Rachel, we are brothers. We in this mess together. They hate you, and they hate you, and they hate me, and they hate them all the same. You see them come in there with their racist comments. You see that white boy that's that I said was a damn mental patient. Y'all know he a mental patient. You can hear him. He made a video. He said nigger, 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 nigger all in the video. That's his level of intelligence. He a mental patient. Why should I worry about him? He don't even have a brain. He's sick in his brain. God already destroyed him. Why should I say something to him? But you can be helped, brother. And you can be helped, brother. I have been in it way far worse than you and you with the people on my land. It is a process that we have to go through to get along with each other. That is to know each other and then to forgive each other of their faults and shortcomings so that when you meet the Most High God, He can forgive you of your faults and your shortcomings like you have forgiven your brothers. The most hardest person to forgive is the one that you need to aim at to forgive. So if Deshaun, Brother Yuda, is the hardest person to forgive, that's who you should forgive. And Brother Deshaun, if Brother Yuda is the hardest person to forgive, you should be forgiving him. And then I wrote on your channel, Brother Deshaun, a couple of days ago, I forgive if Thaddeus is mad at me. If the new brother is mad at me. Somebody wrote from their land and said, why don't you just leave us alone? I'm trying to help you, fool. I ain't going to leave you alone. Family don't leave family alone, idiot. I'm going to help you regardless to whether you know you need the damn help or not. Sometimes you dumb and you don't even know you need the help. I don't have no problems with Denise Dixon, even though Denise ain't even talking to me now. Love you, sister. Love you, Brother Thaddeus. And the new brother, I don't know his name, but love you too. I ain't no bullshit liar. Love you, Brother Yuda Yasserel. I don't care if we disagree. We got two different brains in our heads and two different hearts. We gonna disagree on something. Damn, it ain't shit perfect, people. But love you anyway. And I love your wife. I haven't heard from her or spoke to her or anything else, but whoever you are, I love you. We should not be arguing and fighting amongst ourselves like this. And, I'm so worried about Brother James Sinke at this moment. And I love that brother too. And he ain't the same color as us. I love that brother too. Because anybody who blesses Israel, God blesses them. How the fuck I'm going to curse them and be mad at them? I love all of God's creation. I don't love their conduct though. I love Brother Yuda. I don't love Yuda's conduct though. If Brother Deshaun get out and do bad conduct, I don't love his conduct either. But I'm saying, look, we are family. You know what I mean? God said He gonna join them, him, and me. And if we in disagreements and variance on that day, He is not taking us into the kingdom until we get along with all our brethren. I said this in one of my videos. I said, an evil cop could kill a black man. And then a lot of nations will support him. And he, the worst sack of shit that could ever be. But when our brothers do something wrong, and I ain't saying support wrong. I'm saying that if they say, I love this brother and I love this brother, and then something came between the love, that's the devil. And don't say I came in between the wrong. I mean the love or whatever. All I said is Judah Yasharel, don't slander them. That's it. And for the brother Deshaun, even though you threw him out and stuff like that, I would rather for you to have sat down and try to work it out. Try to work it out. You know. And I'm saying that right now. I don't care what happened. I don't care what happened. I don't care what y'all size of the story is, and neither does a lot of people. I see people going to your page, and to your page, and to my page, and to their page, and they still saying peace, shalom to my brothers here, my brothers here, and my brothers here. Grow up, people. This is your brother. You called this man your dad. Y'all was getting along very well. You know this brother got a bad heart and something can happen to him and he can die, man, and you ain't going to feel right. I can tell you that from experience. You ain't going to feel right. And this brother can be out here and he can get hurt. He can get killed. He out there by himself, you know, or he ain't with the group anymore, and anything can happen to him. And you ain't going to feel right. Y'all can, look, I've been in the fist fights. And I put a video out. So I ain't no bullshit lie. And then right after the fist fight, I said, shalom. You know, sometimes you got to get it all out. But you got to get it all out. And then right afterwards, they say, okay, so what do we do now? We keep it moving, people. I mean, we had our little squabble. You got it all out. Is it all out now? Okay, let's not go there no more. Let's just go by the book, and that's what's happening. Y'all failing to go by the book. Make peace between your brother, Deshaun, and brother Yuda. Make peace between your brother. And this is the time to show God who you are in your heart. Denise don't really got no problem with you in her heart. Or Thaddeus, or the new brother, or anybody else on the land, Deshaun. I mean, just humbly submit and I'm just saying to everybody, God wants us to not be prideful, but be humble. And this is a chance for you to be humble, and this is a chance for you to be humble. You know, nobody in Israel wants this bullshit. You know, get along. Y'all father and son, make it work. Brother Deshaun, go to Brother Yuda Yasharel. Brother Yuda Yasharel, accept Brother Deshaun. And y'all make it happen according to the book. God said forgive, God said overlook, and God said he's the most merciful of those who show mercy. Yuda, can you show Deshaun mercy? Deshaun, can you show Brother Yuda mercy? No one should be talking about fighting. Y'all should not call the police on each other. Y'all should call on the Most High God and then go back to each other in love. This is Rap the News.